Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Are you ever confused about when to use can, could, may, or might? You're not alone. Modal verbs can be tricky, but today we're going to make them super simple. This is your ultimate go-to revision video, so whether you're studying for an exam or just want to boost your English fluency, you've come to the right place. First up, let's talk about ability. We use can for present ability. For example, I can speak 3 languages. When we talk about past ability, we use could. When I was younger, I could run 4 miles. Simple, right? Can for now, could for back then. You can also use be able to for more specific situations, like after 3 weeks of practice, I was finally able to play the song. Now, let's move on to permission. This is where can, could, and may come into play. Can is the most common and informal. Think of asking a friend, "Can I borrow your pen?" Could is a bit more polite. "Could I ask a question, please?" And may is the most formal. You might hear it in a very formal setting. "May I have your attention, please?" So the politeness level goes from can to could to may. Next, let's tackle advice. For giving advice, we use should and ought to. They mean pretty much the same thing. You should get more sleep is the same as you ought to get more sleep. Should is just much more common in everyday conversation. For a very strong recommendation, almost like a rule, you can use must. For example, a doctor might say, "You must take this medicine 3 times a day." What about possibility and probability? This is where it gets interesting with may, might, and could. We use these to talk about things that are possible but not certain. For example, it might rain later, so take an umbrella, or she could be at the library, but I'm not sure. People often ask about the difference between may and might. In modern English, they're used almost interchangeably for possibility, but might often suggests a slightly smaller chance. He may be late sounds a little more likely than he might be late. Finally, let's look at obligation and necessity. This is must and have to territory. We use must for strong obligations, often coming from the speaker's own feelings. I must remember to call my mum. Have to is for external obligations, like rules or laws. I have to wear a uniform to work. And what about when something is not necessary? We use don't have to. You don't have to come to the party if you don't want to. Be careful. Mustn't means something completely different. It means something is prohibited. You mustn't smoke in here, so don't have to means you have a choice, while mustn't means you have no choice, it's forbidden. And there you have it. A quick-fire revision of the most common modal verbs. We covered ability, permission, advice, possibility, and obligation. But I hope this has cleared things up and made you feel more confident. Practice using them in your own sentences. That's the best way to learn. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss any of our future grammar guides. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.